Hello my lovelies, how are you guys all doing? I'm going to do a video today about book to movie adaptations. What I like, what I don't like, and how I just feel about them in general. Two of the very first worst movie adaptations, I at least feel, are Aragon and Mortal Instruments. Both of them had major plot changes and they just did not carry out the feeling and storyline that I felt would make the best movie. Aragon literally could have been made better just using sock puppets. Maybe one day somebody will try again and make it amazing like the books. Some of the really great, well done movie adaptations I find are more in the real world based stories. Things like Gone Girl, Memoirs of a Geisha, or The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Those three movies I feel were done very well in balance with their book. No major plot lines were changed and they had the same feeling at the end kind of idea. Gone Girl was done really amazingly. I think it was the closest. You got the same feeling as at least I felt while reading the book throughout the movie. And I was really happy about that in a creeped out as possible. Try not to swear, Katrina. Another well done, but mostly because they had an amazing budget, was Harry Potter. Those movies were done well. They, there's people that say, they could have been done better, but at the same time, it was one of the first times they've done such a long, multiple book series as movies and trying to keep them all cohesive and amazing. I think they did a great job. They alone stand alone well. If you haven't read the book, it doesn't really matter if you watch the movie. That being said, a really badly made first movie, but The Hunger Games, I feel like they just assumed everyone had read the book and it didn't matter if they didn't mention the fact that this relationship she had with Gale and how it might be affecting him while she's snuggling up with Petrie? Names. Pita. But those are my main kind of ones I look at as either good or bad. Another really bad one was Twilight, but mostly I think Twilight just couldn't be made into a movie. I think they just took it as, this is so popular, let's make it into a movie because it's worked so well in other franchises. But realistically, there was too much internal struggle and internal brain thoughts that the way that they made the movies I don't think could have done well. It just ended up being pathetic. Some of the books that I've heard are going to be made into movies, it makes me a little bit wary about them because I hear that Queen of the Tearling, The Bone Season, and I also think Red Rising has been talked about, all getting movie deals, and I feel so just against it. I really like to leave my books as books. Very rarely do they keep to the storyline well enough unless they have some kind of amazing budget to fit in how all of the magic and different worlds exist. I want to know how you guys feel about movie to book adaptations and if there is a movie adaptation that really got you excited about reading the book. Because there is a few that I watched the movie before I read the book. And that was things like Memoir of a Geisha and The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I read those after I watched the movies. Though sometimes that makes you not want to watch the movies, such as No Country for Old Men. Is that what that book's called? I have it on my shelf. And after I watched the movie, which was very strange, I did not pick up that book. There are other movies that make me really want to read books, as in Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion. All those make me want to read the Jane Austen books, but I am just too busy and too lazy and I already know what happens. So let me know what you guys think about book to movie adaptations and which ones are your favorites and which ones are not. Have a great week and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!